Hello students, it's Miss Lucero. Today we're going to learn about how seasons and weather affect plants and animals. So you're going to be reading the page 250 along with me. I want you to go ahead and set up your notebook. How Seasons and Weather Affect Plants and Animals is our title, May 18th, 2020. Doing page 250, we have 2 questions to answer and we're going to go over 3 vocabulary words. Okay? All right, so we're going to start with reading the title, A Change of Pace. So I know that this is going to talk about something changing. Changes in temperature, sunlight, and precipitation from season to season affect many things. So I know that plants need sunlight and they need water. So precipitation means rain, it means water that falls from the sky. And precipitation could be anything from rain, snow, sleet, or hail. That is precipitation. So, how does rainfall affect how plants and animals grow? That's our first question. How do temperature affect how plants grow? That's our second question. Here we see winter, spring, summer, and fall. We can see that these are photographs, so this is nonfiction text. Winter, spring, summer, and fall are our seasons, okay? So that's what we're talking about, how seasons and weather, and each season has different weather. So in winter it's really cold and there's not very much sun. We do have a lot of snow in terms of precipitation, but it's frozen, so plants can't absorb the water. Springtime, we can see that the leaves begin to grow, and in the springtime it's warm and sunny. So that's why the leaves are able to grow. Plants can grow more when it is sunny and it rains. That's meeting the plant's needs. Summer. In summer there is rain and summer is sunny, and we know that plants need sun and water and air, so summer is a great time for plants to grow. Now in the fall it begins to get cool, so that will indicate to the plant it's time to go into dormancy. We're going to talk about that word in just a minute. So our 3 words are going to be dormancy, and you can draw a tree with no leaves, hibernate, and you can draw a little bear sleeping, and migrate. And I drew just a few birds flying. So those are our 3 vocabulary words. Now, I'm going to read this passage. We're going to answer this question by yourselves. There is cooler weather in the fall. The leaves of some plants change color and drop off. By winter, the plants have lost their leaves. In spring, more rain and warmer weather cause new leaves to grow. Leaves keep growing in the summer. So the second question, how does temperature affect how plants grow? So I want you to think temperature is hot and cold. You can write 2 sentences. When it is cold, tell me what happens to the plants. When it is hot, what happens to plants? I want you to write 2 sentences in your notebook. We're going to look at the second page, 251. We see these words, dormancy, hibernate, and migrate. When a word is highlighted, that's going to indicate that that is a vocabulary word, just like we have been working on. So I'm going to begin to read. Less sunlight and cooler temperature cause plants to lose their leaves. The plants stop growing and go through dormancy. Dormancy is a time when plants stop growing. Most plants go through dormancy in the winter. So dormancy is a time when plants stop growing. So we can see a dormant tree and it looks like winter. Also, this sentence says most plants through dormancy in the winter. Okay, so they are not growing anymore because their needs aren't being met. Cold temperature affect animals in winter. Some animals hibernate. To hibernate is to go into sleep, a deep sleep-like state. This helps animals like bats save energy when it is cold. There's a bat hibernating. Another animal that hibernates is that you may have read a book about a bear hibernating. So that is what we drew for our picture for hibernate. It's the most common animal that you think about when it's hibernating. So to hibernate, to go in to okay. So that is what is hibernating. So hibernate is for animals. That is when animals are saving energy, right? Their needs aren't being met because maybe they aren't able to eat the plants and they're not able to hunt for other animals because it's too cold. They're hibernating. Animals may migrate during some seasons. To migrate is to travel from one place to another and back again. Watering holes may dry up if there is no rainfall in a season. Some animals will migrate to a place where they can find water. Wildebeest at a watering hole. So we can see the wildebeest here. So the wildebeest might migrate if this watering hole that they're drinking from dries up. Another animal that can migrate are birds, and insects like butterflies also migrate. Like you've heard of the monarch butterfly. So when I write that, I can draw a picture of whatever makes me think of migrate. If you remember migrating, meaning that when butterflies travel from the north to the south, or birds travel from the north to the south or south to the north, that can help you remember what migrate. Whatever pictures here help you remember what these words mean. So migrate. Okay, so seasons and weather may affect animals because it may cause them to migrate to one place to another. Like I said, rainfall is different from season to season. So rain, if it's not creating watering holes for animals, they may move. If the plants aren't growing, then they might migrate to a warmer place.